Oop. Oh shit! I forgot to pull myself. Hi guys, welcome back to another watch along here on Balloonhead Productions. My name is Marcelo Inestroza, and I will be your host this evening for tonight's watch along. Tonight, I'll be watching Pride and Prejudice from 2005, I believe. It's the Keira Knightley version of the film. But just like last time, I won't be alone. I will have my friends along to keep me entertained while I watch this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful chick flick. Uh, the first person that I would like to introduce that's going to be joining me this evening is one of the kindest Texans that I know. She's the belle of the ball. She's a really, really good friend of mine. She is Rachel. Welcome to the stream.
Hi, I'm so excited to make my Star Trek friends watch a Jane Austen thing with me. You see my little Jane Austen Funko Pop right here?
Oh wow! Oh,
Uh,
that's awesome. Like
that just
that
is
is
always behind me when I'm at
so
my
tiny
desk.
though.
It
Yeah,
is. And Funko Pops are, I guess, is the problem.
yeah. Well, yeah. Well, no, but isn't that the charm of them? Like they're
Yeah, they're
really
cute and small. They do
tiny
make
and
big ones too, but I don't have any of those.
yeah. I have a really cute collection of Funko Pops on my windowsill. I have Buffy from Prophecy Girl, Faith.
Nice.
I got a bunch of Buffy pops. All right, we should definitely not talk about Buffy this evening. The other the other individual that will be joining us this evening is another awesome friend of mine, and she is very very special to me because she is my personal tailor. Every time I want to be put in a new Star Trek uniform, she obliges by drawing me in basically a cartoon version of whatever Star Trek uniform I want. And for that reason and so many other ones, I will always consider her a very, very, very dear friend of mine. I would like to welcome Marcy to the stream.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here, the two of you. Now, guys, you may have noticed that when we promoted this event on our separate Twitter profiles, that somebody's missing from this glorious discussion that we're going to have about Pride and Prejudice in a few seconds right now. But I just want to let you guys know that he's dealing with a family issue and that he may or may not pop in to say hi at some point. So I will have to keep my eye on on the basement down here to see if he pops in at some point. But yeah, but before we actually start the movie, when is the first time that y'all saw the movie? Like what was your first impressions of it? Rachel, why don't you go first?
God, sometime in high school when I was so I got into Jane Austen in high school, which is a fairly normal time to get into Jane Austen. And then did a year-long research report on Jane Austen and ended up watching like every adaptation. But this was the one that was like, I would say more accessible to like show to my friends to get them into it too. Basically, this is my Jane Austen gateway drug to give people to get them into it too.
Really? A year?
I watched this movie at so many sleepovers in my life.
Oh my god. A
So,
year long book report
yeah, it
about
was for my honors. I was honors English and like social studies class were like a combined grade, and it was we had to do it on a mover and shaper. And my person I chose was Jane Austen, and I think I just grew to love her so much. And everyone else was kind of like done with their person by the end of the year.
Mhm.
But I do remember because of like everyone who was very into Jane Austen, or at least everyone who I was in this class with, because we were like working on our projects. That the next year, I remember I was invited to a sleepover, and someone said they had never seen this movie, and I was coming to the sleepover, and my friend just turned to me and went, "You have the movie, right?" Like, there's no way you don't. And I was like, yes, I do. She's like, bring it.
That's such a good experience.
Yeah.
I really when I first saw this movie, I remember one of my family members getting the DVD and watching it over and over and over and over again, and I got sick of it. I started to hate Pride and Prejudice because this person watched it so much. But at that point in my life, I wasn't the romantic, you know, blubbering mess that I am now.
I mean,
So
that's fair. And also, if you're watching something over and over again against your will, as I hear any parent will tell you.
yeah, any parent, any parent of like a 5 or 6 year old
Mm-hmm.
kid has nightmares about Frozen. I'm I'm really really sure. But Marcy,
Yeah.
oh no, yeah, Frozen is a good movie, but not to watch like 500 times.
Mm-hmm.
Marcy, what was your first experience with Pride and Prejudice from 2005?
I got into Jane Austen because of my friend in high school, and she was like, "Have you ever read Pride and Prejudice?" And I was like, "No, I've heard of it, but I've never read it." It was like one of those old, big, long books that I had no intention of reading. And she was like, "Oh, it's about this really silly family, and they have this daughter, and she meets this really rich guy who moves in her neighborhood." And they fall in love. It's a romance. And I'm like, it's a romance? Like, I didn't
Mm-hmm.
even know that. So she was like, they're really silly though. So like, be prepared. I was like, okay. And I have to say the silliness was even more than she had warned me about. And it was a little off-putting at first. And then the romance kept coming. And I was like, oh, okay, I see what's going on. I see why they have to be so silly to make this plot work.
Mm-hmm.
And that is really pivotal.
I
And oh, go ahead.
Oh no, it's interesting because I realize that sometimes it's like when people are like, it's old, I don't want to like read it. It's sometimes
The
where I'm like, no,
language.
no, you'll like
Yeah.
it, I promise.
Right. So, so I read it, and then like as a reward, she showed me her her like 6-hour version of like the
Hmm.
BBC Pride and Prejudice, and I was like, this is amazing because now
We
I
should have done
understand
that.
everything. Yeah,
I
right. We'll plan it on a Saturday.
honestly, I can't sit here and tell you I've never watched that in one sitting because I have multiple times. I do genuinely love it. I, however,
It's
did
so
not
good.
think I could get you guys to sit here for 6 hours.
But if we do that on our rewatch, our rewatch thing here, we'll break it up. Like,
Yeah,
you
we could
know,
We
usually
can easily
it's
do that. We'll just
usually
be like
we
a
do.
Jane Austen group.
Yeah. Transform all my friends into Jane Austen fans. Most DVDs split it up so it's like the 2 discs are 3 hours and 3 hours.
Yeah.
right.
So yeah, so we watched that, and then and that was like a couple years before this came out. And so
Mhm.
um I this was like before I was on the internet much. So I just remember being at the theater for something else and seeing the Pride and Prejudice poster like huge up in the walkway, and I was like, whoa, whoa. And so it was coming out in a few months, and so yeah.
What's funny is so you're talking about, like, going to see this in the theater. I remember seeing the trailers for this movie, and I was not a Jane Austen fan yet because I was very young,
Hmm.
like a child. I still for the record, I still hold this opinion. I don't think the trailer for this movie is very good.
Oh,
I
that's
can't
interesting.
remember.
I don't remember it either. I'll have to go back
It's
and watch it.
much cheesier than this movie actually is.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
it made me, like, be like, "Oh, that movie's really cheesy," and then watching it later, I was like, "No, the marketing team was just bad."
They didn't know, yeah, what they
Well,
were getting handed.
there's, I assume they for some reason, they used the score from Love Actually in the trailer, and
why?
What?
I assume the actual score for this movie, which is amazing, wasn't done yet, and also there's a clip, and they're supposed to that they have the line, like, "Mr. Darcy's engaged to my daughter." They cut to a clip of Mr. Darcy and his sister.
Oh, no. I'm gonna have to go back and watch this now.
They don't know which character is which. This is not super uncommon with trailers if they don't actually know the movie very well. But I was like, I remember rewatching the trailer years ago, being like, "Why is that Georgiana?"
Yeah, why would they do that? It's so strange. But people who put together trailers, they can make a good movie look bad, and they can make a bad movie look great.
Yeah,
So.
This is true.
This was they were probably trying to like market towards like everyone as opposed to like people who were very into like Jane Austen.
Right. We got to get going here because, yes, let's get going. So, for those of you who are watching this at a later date, because we have nobody watching right now, thank God. We are starting from what, 6 seconds in, guys? Is that what we all agreed on?
Yes.
Yes. So, I will count us down. And on 0, we all press play. Is that cool with everybody?
Yep.
All right, just give me a moment. I'm getting pop-ups right now. See, this is a problem when you do an illegal thing to watch a movie. I'm not look, we here at Balloonhead do not approve illegal activity, but everybody does it, so whatnot.
I just want to add in since this. Oh no, you guys. Hang on.
What happened?
My it went off because I had it paused so long.
No.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not technical. I don't know how to use the TV, and I have to have my husband set it up for me. I gotta go get him. I'll be back. I'm so sorry. I'm so glad no one's listening.
Oh, no one's watching actually, so it's fine. Actually, you know what? I actually never like to promote my stuff because I don't like. I mean, I've been doing reviews of Strange New Worlds for 9 months, but I always do it when really like in the middle of the afternoon when nobody's watching. So I don't know.
When I do live stuff, I feel so awkward if like no one's in comments or stuff because I'm like, what am I talking about if it's just me?
Yeah, no, I've actually gotten really comfortable doing live stuff, and the reason for that is because you may or may not know that I guest, all over I guest on like various people's channels talking about Star Trek, so that made me really comfortable. So you want to see something really cool since nobody's watching right now?
Sure.
I'm gonna actually at some point I'm gonna do an Orville. I'm gonna review the first 2 seasons of the Orville, and I create a countdown clock for that. So
nice.
check it out. Yeah, so check it out. Yep. So there's that.
That does look really cool.
And I also am going to I'm also going to review The Next Generation at some point, and I also create a different countdown clock for that also.
Nice.
Which is cool. I don't know. Oh, you're back? Okay, good.
Great.
Oh, thank God.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. I can't tell you how many times I flubbed on a live stream, so it's no problem whatsoever.
That's good. It is kind of embarrassing that I don't know how to use the TV. Like I can use my iPad.
Okay,
No,
modern TVs are complicated.
They
Yes.
are.
Yes, modern TVs are very complicated. I cannot tell you how long it took me like 2 weeks to calibrate my TV, my 4K TV to the proper settings.
Oh, yeah.
I still sometimes I will turn things on and be like, what setting, like making things not look like trash on a Blu-ray on like a nice TV sometimes because it's like you want it to be completely lit like you're always playing a video game, right? And I was like, nope, this BBC show looks real bad like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
It took
He was
me
I
broadcast.
when
don't.
I binge watched the TV show Sanditon, the second season, and it took me like an entire episode to like figure out how to get my TV so it didn't look terrible.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's a very, very difficult yeah, I just miss the 90s where like we had these really shitty TVs and we wouldn't have to do any calibration for anything. But with that being said, I think that TVs nowadays are so amazing. You know,
Mhm.
you could basically make the theater experience at home if you have enough money.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah. Are you guys ready?
Yep.
Yep.
I'm ready.
So, on go we press play, all right?
Mhm.
Okay.
So, in 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh look, a logo.
Yes, logos are fun. Focus Features is a good company, by the way.
I always love working title as a name of like a studio. It always makes me laugh.
For the longest time, I thought Working Title was Edgar Wright's production company, but that's actually a that's actually a British production company.
I mean Edgar Wright is British, isn't he?
Yes, Edgar Wright is British.
Oh,
guess.
is the heel ready?
What?
Is he here?
Oh,
Let's see. In the comments, I see Starfleet Boy saying "I am LOL."
Okay. Well, he's not. Well, he hasn't checked in.
Well,
He's
maybe
not.
maybe he's just like joining.
Maybe he's listening.
Yeah, maybe he's
Okay.
listening.
By the way, Marcy, since you have an eye on the comments, you might want to deal with that because I can't deal with that.
Okay, sure. I will multitask that.
All right, I appreciate you for that.
I wanted to say that I love all the maxi dresses that are on Target right now because they make me feel like I'm this version specifically of Elizabeth Bennet. We're just walking through the field with my long dresses.
I did see those. Those were really pretty. Target's being very creative right now.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't Target have like a Stranger Things exclusive, or is that Walmart?
Yes, it's Target.
Target definitely has a lot of Stranger Things stuff right now.
By the way, Keira Knightley is the queen of the period piece.
Oh yeah, she's in so many.
Yeah.
I love to, like, we all knew she had her hair short at this point, and I was wondering how they were going to do the updo, and they just did such a nice job blending it in.
Mm-hmm. I think, yeah, I'm not sure if she's wearing extensions or she might be wearing a wig.
Not, you know, at some point you can see little short pieces coming out, so my guess would be extensions, but
Yeah,
yeah, I'm not sure.
they might sometimes when they for like trick for wigs is to let part of the short hair come out underneath the wig
Okay.
to like be like, look, hair is real. Yeah, I have no idea if she's wearing. Yeah, you can see that.
Do you not want to know who has taken it?
As you wish to tell me, my dear. I don't have any choice in the matter.
I'm genuinely impressed for how much of the plot, like, it's really hard to get through all of Pride and Prejudice and how short this movie is.
That's
I'm
true.
impressed that they go for all 5 sisters because a lot of versions cut Kitty.
No, but I haven't actually seen this movie in like 6 years, so there's almost all I've forgotten a lot of it.
I think now it's more disturbing because you're like, it's President Snow.
Yeah.
Whereas at the time I didn't have that.
Lydia is Joanna.
Yes.
Like, I remember I met like one of my college friends, like high school friends, and she went, "Good heavens, people to me," and I was like, "Did you just quote Pride and Prejudice?" And she's like, "You got my very weird reference."
Why is this movie so cheesy?
That is directly from the book. As I was explaining, the family is very silly.
Mhm.
Okay. No, because I was just about to ask that. Is the book like that?
I would say it's even
Yeah.
more.
Plus, I would say some of this like dialogue is not cheesy at this time period.
Yeah. And the dialogue is definitely modernized from even
Yeah.
our modernized version of the book.
I like the music. I like the score. I like the piano in the
This
background.
is like one of my top favorite movie scores of all time. A
Actually, I
lot
should
of my
just.
favorite movie scores are Jane Austen scores because I like them a lot, but
Yeah. I used to have this CD and I would play it at work. Round and round.
That's cool.
when I write, I usually listen to instrumental soundtracks, and on my Spotify playlist, this is like one of my top played things.
What's your favorite soundtrack to listen to while you're writing?
This is one of them. The Emma 2021 I also really like, and then there's the miniseries of Emma from 2009 are all they're all Jane Austen. So I also listen to like a lot of John Williams music when I write.
Mm-hmm. Oh, crap. I'm having an issue with my computer, so I'm going to try and see if I can get that fixed. So the two of you are going to have to run the stream for a couple seconds. All right.
Okay.
All right. I apologize for putting this weight on you guys. I really do.
The scene is just so awkward. Like it's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It's just perfectly awkward the way it ought to be.
God, it's weird watching. Have you watched Succession at all?
No, I haven't.
So Matthew McFadden is on Succession, and he's so different. Like,
Oh, really?
oh, well, everyone on Succession is a jerk. I don't like. There are no good people on that show.
Oh, okay.
They're all rich jerks. Like that's.
He notices her right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
And he's already mad at himself about it. I love that people quote that line, especially about like, I'm 26 or whatever, 27 years old. I'm already a burden to my parents.
It's 27 because I posted like something to TikTok the day before I turned 28. And I was like, last day I could do this.
That's funny.
I know Emma Thompson did not write the screenplay, but she helped out with parts of it. And I think she specifically, one of the scenes she helped with was that Charlotte Lucas scene.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Emma Thompson did write the script, the sensibility that she's in. She's very talented.
Wow, I didn't know that.
She won an Oscar for it.
Like, really?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Wow, I just totally missed that side of her career.
I love how awkward he is. It's
yes,
so
the wide-eyed innocence.
Like,
it's perfect for this character.
Mm-hmm.
I like too in this scene how their hair is not perfect. It's not. I think a lot of movies would have made it perfect, like, oh, they're at a ball, but like they've been dancing, they're hot.
Mm-hmm.
And it just looks
like
extremely
there's no
real.
mirrors here. There's no indoor plumbing. Like, how are they fixing?
Yeah.
How have they fixed their hair?
Yeah.
Is Hairspray a thing at this time? I don't think so.
No. I think they would have had maybe like sugar water to make it kind of
Yeah.
like crunchy, if
I don't
anything.
know. Maybe pomade would some kind of pomade maybe would have been.
Maybe so.
Not even hair experts out there.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm back. Thanks for holding on the fort, guys.
of course.
problem.
Was the movie able to keep playing for you, or do you need the
Yes.
time code?
Yes, I kept it running.
Okay.
So we're good. Is it just me, or is Mr. Darcy like just an asshole like in the early part of this film?
Yeah, he's supposed to be.
You're reading it right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, he's supposed to be. Okay, I was just
I would
wasn't.
say they play him more socially awkward than he traditionally is here. I would say in the book he sees her when he's saying this line. So there's
Like this is more accidental.
although I do love the visual of them being under the bleachers. Like bleachers might not be the right word, but that's not the word I can think of for what they're under.
Right.
No, but it's like they're like social outcasts or something, that they're under the bleachers or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's true. Well, and like, why even go to these things if you're going to stand there on the end and look like judgingly at everybody?
I will say, in Darcy's defense here, I think it's because Bingley made him. So.
No, but the other, but a lot of these high society people go to parties like this because they have to, not because they want to.
Yeah.
I will say, like, added context of this, of him not dancing with anyone, is that the rule of these type of events were like, it was basically like really rude if a guy could dance and wasn't dancing with a woman, because the women were allowed to start pairing off to dance together, but only if there were no available men left.
That is really fucked up.
So it's very rude that he's not. Whereas like there's a scene in Emma where like a guy, the main hero, is like very gallant because he like dances with he does not like to dance, and he sees that like one girl has been excluded, and he makes sure to ask her to dance.
Just this awkward stare, like he doesn't need to be doing that.
He looks like he's bored. He looks like he's bored to tears or something.
Boom.
I feel like she should be dropping a mic here as she walks away. I will say that poetry line is from the book, and most adaptations do not have that line. So I find it really interesting that they like made room for it here.
Mm-hmm.
It's very hard to adapt any book. So in
adapting, like I'm in not of the same opinion of like a lot of fans of things, but if they're like I'm watching a new adaptation of something, I want it to be different from the other one, because otherwise why make it?
What's the point?
Yeah, like, and also I think it's unfair when people like compare something like the miniseries and this, because miniseries and movies are different art forms.
Yep.
For sure.
Like, I'm sorry. Like, even because actually Matthew McFadden and Colin Firth were literally just in a movie together. Um, and I think someone asked Colin Firth about like, oh, two Darcys, and he was just like, yeah, we didn't really talk about that. And then he was like, it's impressive they got through all of that story in like 2 hours.
He knows.
Yeah,
Also, I think a story like this also works better in television because you have more time
yeah,
and you can
definitely.
yeah,
It
and you could yeah.
there's like trying to like characterize this like just just the Bennets. There are 7 of them. Like
And they're supposedly poor, but they still have somebody who works for
Yeah.
them. We all need to like, oh, 2
they're
people.
poor, but they're still landed gentry. They're
Yeah.
I think it would be more
Would you say that they're middle class?
yeah, they're middle class is probably how we would put it now. Like serve having servants was much cheaper then than it is now in ways that are probably like we probably pay people better now is probably why. But
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a second. That's Rosamund Pike, isn't it?
yes,
Yeah.
that is Rosamund Pike.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
I love Rosamund Pike. Get the hell out of here.
So like all of the Bennett sisters have had pretty good careers
Yeah.
now. Because like
Mhm.
obviously Keira Knightley's career is great and Rosamund Pike's, but
Mhm.
like Lydia's Joanna. This is Carrie Mulligan's like first movie and she's Kitty, but Carrie Mulligan is great. She
Mhm.
um
Wasn't she in the Weeping
Promising Young
Angels
Woman.
episode of Doctor Who?
Yes, she's in Blink.
Yes, that's her.
Mhm.
That was an amazing episode.
That she's also in a really good movie called An Education. That is I think she was nominated for an Oscar for that.
We should totally watch some Doctor Who at some point.
That would be fun.
That would be fun.
I've been meaning to I need to catch up with Doctor Who because I'm like everything I see about the 60th anniversary I'm excited about. So I want to catch up so I can watch it live.
Russell T Davis is coming back, baby.
Yeah.
Yes. Totally not related to what we're watching right now. But
I
Carrie
got us on a
Mulligan's there.
Doctor
That's how
Who.
it's related.
This is such a beautiful shot.
wow.
And
I'm
the
I'm
actress
really-
that plays Mary is on Westworld. That's my list. Like
Oh yeah.
I love Westworld, by the way. Of course, I'm a JJ guy, so you guys know I gotta love Westworld.
and I was gonna make a joke, but
Go ahead, you can make a joke.
the actress that plays Mary, I was gonna say she's lucky in that she divorced Elon Musk without having any children with him. So
I didn't realize they were married.
twice. They
What?
married
Twice?
each other twice.
Oh my goodness.
Mm. I tend to believe that a lot of people think that Elon is a devil, but I tend to believe that he's just a misunderstood individual.
There's
I
too many
don't know.
children. Like I don't why does he need that many
No.
children?
There's too
No.
many kids, yeah.
Also, I don't love the whole like the twins were from like a someone who works for him.
Like an employee.
Yeah, like an employee,
Right.
like
Yeah.
ethically not great.
Right.
Also,
And my biggest issue is that he is just putting up a lot of space garbage that's dangerous for astronauts and future
Space garbage.
people
mhm.
wanting to travel. Like
Mm.
that stuff is a danger to the space station, and it's yeah, not a fan.
Yeah, a lot of my friends look at me funny when I say I don't have a problem with Elon Musk.
That's like an actor pig. Like somebody trained that pig to walk through that hallway.
Oh, it's gross. Binley.
I will say my biggest thing of what I wish they spent more time on in this movie is Wickham. I feel like he's barely in this movie.
Yeah. But he did start dating Keira Knightley because of this,
Yeah, I knew that. I was like,
which is
Okay.
crazy.
it is enough to get a girlfriend, but
Oh,
I
and
Lucky
he
think
guy.
Ben is a great actor. I just think he's not given enough scenes to really like.
he was just in Kenobi as the
Yes, he
head
was.
Inquisitor. Yeah.
Mhm.
And fail.
I love how mad she is about it.
This looks so uncomfortable.
I love how the shot is framed.
Who directed this movie?
Joe Wright.
Joe. Why does that sound familiar? Joe Wright. I gotta look him up.
He's just always so positive.
I know. Sweet summer child.
Yup.
I was talking about the scene with a friend once. And like the thing is, she thinks they're fighting. He thinks they're flirting. Like
Um,
that's
I
amazing.
don't. I tend to believe that they're fight flirting, if that's the
Yeah.
thing.
She's like, why are we doing this? Why is this necessary?
I
Fair.
like
I
the
think sometimes women did do this at this time when it was raining because it's England. But it's sunny outside. Go outside, Caroline.
Yeah.
Like, look, I get that you don't have a treadmill yet. Like,
but you know what? They could run in place, but that would look stupid, I guess.
I'm
that
not
feels
sure
like
it
it
would
would be
look
hard
much
to
more
do in a full
stupid
length gown.
what they're doing.
Oh yeah, that's right. They would
Like-
trip. Good point,
It would
Rachel. I
trip
totally did.
really easily.
I didn't. Sorry, guys. Sometimes my mouth says things that my brain doesn't think about.
It's probably one of the most important lines in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
His eyes are so blue, and I don't think I ever realized that until I was drawing him for the little thumbnail. I was like, what is up with these eyes?
You did a good job on that, by the way,
Oh,
yeah,
thank
it looked
you.
amazing.
Thank
as
you.
you always do.
I tried this new sort of like crayon look with it. That was fun to give it a try.
Give
Try
it a
and
go.
blend the colors, but still have texture. So the scene.
I
I
love Mary. She goes, "Why are we here?"
She's the only one not wearing pastel. No one sat on her side.
Um,
I like Elizabeth. Thank you, Mary, there because like she was embarrassed too, but after the other girl put it down, she was like, "No, I'm going to stand up for this idea."
Mhm.
She's being a good sister. This is so passive aggressive.
You think? But I think it was written that way for a reason.
Definitely. Unnecessary hand
Hand
touch.
flex.
Yep.
Yeah.
The flex that spawned a million gifs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or-
but he is such a I'm sorry to say, but he looks like such a dick. I hope he gets better.
Well, it's going to be a little bit, so
Mhm.
strap in.
Yeah, I know.
You ever
I
heard
know, I
the
know.
term enemies to lovers?
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean,
This is basically the first example. Strap in.
Yeah.
okay, strap in. Okay.
Like,
But I do think the final scene of this movie is really, really well done and beautiful,
It is.
which we'll get to in God knows how long, but we'll get to it. What's the deal with this? Is this
I
like a
hate
Mormon
this
or
guy
something?
so much.
this
He's
is
gonna
Mr.
bring-
Collins. He is their cousin.
He's so gross. And he was in Pirates of the Caribbean with Keira Knightley.
He was.
And it was made right around this time.
So
and they look the
basically,
same.
this estate is entailed to their father, and it can only be entailed. It is entailed to his next male relative.
But he has no male relatives.
Yeah, he's the next one, so he gets the
Okay.
estate when he dies.
It's like a nephew or something?
Yes,
Oh.
he calls him his cousin. I'm not exactly sure.
Okay.
However, something to remember is marrying your cousin is a-okay at this time. So
L.
their plan is he should marry one of the girls.
So that the house stays in their family through marriage.
Yeah. Look.
Wait a minute. That's the Commodore guy from Pirates of the Caribbean too.
Yes!
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, you just said that. Yeah.
I said that.
I just picked up his voice.
And he is a reverend.
Yeah.
Like an Anglican reverend.
Mhm. I thought he was like a door-to-door salesman or like a Mormon
Like-
or something.
No, like Church of England, right? Kind of.
Yeah, Church of Anglican is another name for.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's got a big. He works on the estate of a big fancy lady, and he likes to brag about that a lot.
He gets a lot of his personality from his being in the vicinity of this
Yeah.
fancy lady, as she said. And he does not realize that she's making fun of him.
Mhm.
An hour or two.
Jesus Christ.
Jade, oh god.
Oh my God.
You won't stop talking about it, so yes, we know.
At the time, I felt like he looked so much like Orlando Bloom, and I was thinking that, like, she had acted with Orlando Bloom in Pirates of the
The first time I
Caribbean.
watched this, I thought for like the first scene of him, I thought this was Orlando Bloom,
Yeah,
and then
and
I was
it
like, oh
felt
wait,
like
it's not. Like,
always like maybe she secretly had a crush on Orlando Bloom and then like ended up with this guy instead.
although she didn't end up marrying this guy, right?
I don't think so.
No, well, yeah, that guy does look like Orlando Bloom
I
a
don't
bit.
feel like they now look that similar. I feel like as they've aged, they've kind of like they both
Mhm.
look not fine, but they don't look as
No,
similar to each other.
no,
Right,
at
the
this,
resemblance.
at this point in time was Keira Knightley doing like the first part movie around this time, or
I
Yeah,
think this would
I
have
think
been
she'd
after the
already
first.
done the first one.
Yeah, it was
okay, sure,
like maybe between the second and third. I would have to look it up.
right,
I think because they filmed the second and third ones at the same time,
they did.
Oh, interesting. That's right.
so I bet this is between 1 and 2.
I love Pirates of the Caribbean too. That's like
Me too. Maybe we should watch that.
we
That
should
would be
definitely watch
fun.
that too.
Let's see.
They're so cheesy.
So the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie came out 2003. Second one 2006, third one 2007, and that was where the franchise ended.
Yep. There are only 3 Pirates of the Caribbean movies. There are no more. I refuse to
That's
accept.
right.
There are only 3. That's it.
Yep. And wasn't it a shame that there were only 3 of such a great
Yep.
franchise? Oh well,
Very
they
shame.
ended at the right
Yeah, but no, actually, I actually loved the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise so much that I actually had a dream where Keira Knightley and Orlando Bloom came back to the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise.
Oh, I wish, and this was a little
Yeah.
while ago now, but like I read this article and it was like, Keira Knightley is the same age now that Orlando Bloom was at the time of the first movie. She should be given her own Pirates of the Caribbean movie to film, like where she's the main character. And I thought that's such a great idea because
That would be
she
cool.
was like
That'd
10,
be
12
really
years
cool.
She
younger.
was so young.
Yeah.
She was like really young in Love Actually too. Like
Yeah, like a teenager.
she's like
No, I mean, yeah,
she must be
no,
like only like 17. She was very young.
no, I mean when the first movie came out, that was my freshman year of high school. Oh my god! Wow.
I think I was a senior. Yep, 2003.
Yeah. And then when At the World's End came out,
Mhm.
what that was like 2006 or 2007.
2007.
Yeah, when that one came out, that was my first year of college.
Mm-hmm.
That was the year I got married.
Oh wow.
Yep.
You got married to a guy that had never seen Star Trek before. I still can't believe you did that.
I know. Yep.
But it's okay. I forgive you. Well, at least you fixed it.
Yeah, it took a decade, but I did. I was in it for the long haul.
Yeah. Sorry for anybody who may be listening right now. We're not talking about the movie we're watching.
Yeah.
I apologize. I'm a bad hostess.
Where the movie Wickham just told his sob story about how Darcy stole his inheritance.
Do you guys remember like the DVD commentaries back in the day where they would get the people like in the movie to do a track? Like
I love
I
DVD
love that.
commentaries.
they were
Oh
so
my god.
good.
I am obsessed with special features, and one of the main reasons why I bought the X-Files I Want to Believe on Blu-ray is because it has like an extended DVD commentary with Chris Carter and Frank Spotnitz. But I
They
love
were so fun.
commentaries.
Yeah. But you know what? Even in their prose, they got off track, like off topic too.
Oh
So
yeah.
if they can do it, we can definitely do it. We can be
Yeah.
forgiven.
I remember a movie that had 2 commentary tracks because the one with the whole cast, the whole cast got so off track they were like, I'm making the director was like, I'm making one by myself so I actually talk about the movie.
That's funny. That's a good idea, though.
Although the funniest, I have not listened to all of this, but there's an amazing commentary track on the movie Armageddon where Michael Bay and Bruce Willis are recording together and they're seriously talking about the movie and Ben Affleck is by himself and he's shit talking the movie and like making fun. He was just like, I asked Michael Bay why it was easier. He said like, I asked Michael Bay why is it easier to like teach drillers to be astronauts than astronauts to be drillers, and Michael Bay told me to shut the fuck up.
Yeah. But you know
I
what?
love her dress here so much.
Yeah.
I love the hair, the little beads in the hair.
It's so pretty.
Armageddon is actually one of my favorite guilty pleasure films. I love that movie. I don't care what anybody says about that movie.
Oh,
It's
that's
awesome.
fair. It's like a fun watch.
Yeah. No,
And
you
it was
know,
such
and
a big movie at the time, too.
yeah. No, and if you think about it, what we're doing right now for Pride and Prejudice is like a fan commentary because that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, but Armageddon is awesome. I mean, come on, we win, Gracie. Yes. Ugh, so good.
The only line
This-
I remember from that is when he's like, "What are you doing with a gun in space?" or something.
Yeah, what are you doing with a gun in space?
Like,
I love this scene because they had this like expert like choreograph where they're having multiple conversations at the same time.
mhm.
And they like messed it up, but they're like, oh, it actually sounds like a real conversation now. And they're like, they use that take.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, okay. So they messed up they used a take that they fucked up on.
Yeah, so they're like switching around who they're talking to, like
Because the
I think it's she messed up. Like she wasn't supposed to talk to her yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But they're like, oh, it sounds like like they would mess up eventually, like with their doing
Yeah.
this.
You would.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to keep straight who you're supposed to talk to anyway.
Mhm.
That's one of the things too that makes movies or TV shows feel realistic is if people like start to say something and then have to stop and
Yeah.
correct it or mess up saying it. If it's too perfect, then it's a little bit unrealistic sometimes.
God, he's so tall. Like
She just almost plowed into him. Into his chest.
Again, he is not the tallest actor on Succession. Like
I love this music.
so good.
The eye contact.
They also, for most of this scene, they end up using like one take, which I think is like really cool.
That's impressive.
Also, it's like almost a oneer.
Yeah, like I think basically their entire dance together.
The production design in this movie is outstanding so far. Like the sets, the costumes, everything is great.
And I think they found a way to do this style of dresses that's still flattering to the
Yeah.
actors. Because sometimes you
They
see this and they just don't look good, but they actually did the style and they made people look really
yeah, and
pretty.
they made a choice to set it like they set this when the first draft of Pride and Prejudice, which is at the time called First Impressions, was written, as opposed to when it was published. Which, and part of that is because their waist ones were a little lower, and I'm pretty sure that's because that would look more flattering on Keira Knightley.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm like, yeah, if you're gonna make your main actress look good, like it's distracting if like they're. I don't think an empire waisted dress would flatter Keira Knightley very well, since has a rather small chest.
And she's she's a small.
She's very petite. Like,
she's tiny.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if I try real hard, I think I could pick her up.
She's super cute.
She is. Come on, she's Elizabeth Swann to me. Come on.
Yeah.
Tell me why he looks so tall though. He's so tiny. And then I don't know if that might have been like a switch, and then to like this where they like have them like look like they're dancing alone.
Right.
Wasn't this the movie that he said he would like his wife was pregnant at the time, and so they were shooting this, and then he would go off and call his wife, and like I was like, don't tell me that. I want to be totally wrapped up in this romance, and I don't want to know about you having a pregnant wife on the side.
Him and his real life wife are actually very cute together, though.
They are. She was also in this movie that I really love, Under the Greenwood Tree.
I love her. She's in Wives and Daughters, and she was also in Bodyguard.
Yes.
I love Bodyguard, by the way.
Mm-hmm. She's like the main woman, like the person he's bodyguarding for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Under the Greenwood Tree?
Also, look how short he looks here.
No.
Oh, maybe I should make you guys watch that.
You could.
It's so cute. It's
actually
Thomas Hardy.
Don't bother pausing. I need to run to the restroom real quick.
Okay. Actually, I got a comment from one of my friends because I told him that we do this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I told him what film we're watching. I'm like, why are you and your friends watching Pride and Prejudice? I'm like, because that's what we agreed on. And I'm like, you seriously want to sit and watch Pride and Prejudice? I'm like, yeah.
It's a classic.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but it's a good movie.
It's a classic story.
Okay, that's better. By the way, I really like Rosamund Pike. I think she's really cool.
I'm trying to think. What was the title of that movie? Hang on. I'm not going to be able to think of it on my own.
Oh, you gotta look it up.
Was it? Oh, Gone Girl. That's what it was.
Yeah, Gone Girl. Yep.
Yeah.
That's where she got an Oscar nomination or a win, I think.
It was. Let's see. Academy Award nominated. Let's see. I think a nomination.
Okay. By the way, Gone Girl is a really awesome movie, by the way.
I've seen it, but I watched it like filtered, so I can't comment on the whole thing.
Filtered?
If anything is like scary or too intense, I watch it with a filter, so I don't get scared because I'm a total wimp.
Oh, thanks for telling me that. I was gonna put you guys through some horror movies, but now I can't do that.
No, I will not make it. I will not sleep that night.
Oh, no, I don't want to. No. The last thing I would want to do is make you uncomfortable, so I'm not gonna do that.
Even like Stranger Things, I watch with a filter because like I want to hear I want to see the story, but also I need to be able to sleep. So
wait, what when you say filter, like
it's this service called VidAngel, and it's really cool. You pay like I think it's like $6 or $7 a month, and they have an app, and you have to have a subscription to whatever you're going to watch. So like you have Amazon Prime or Netflix it's compatible with, And so you go in their app and you say, I want to watch this, but like, I don't want to see like graphic violence. Like it has different levels of like whatever violence you want to stream.
Oh my
like,
god.
And so you can just say, I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this. And then you just watch it through their portal. And so it uses your subscription. So like they stream it from Netflix into their portal and then it goes from them to you. And in real time, all that stuff is filtered out. So it's like, it's perfect.
Wow.
So it's great for anybody with like triggers or anything. You still want to be able to watch a piece of media, but you don't want to see certain things. And it just seamlessly cuts it out.
Okay. So like this, like what really? I don't want to use the word trigger because I feel that word only is really necessary when it's really applicable. But what kind of really bugs you when when it comes to media, like
Just like I don't like graphic violence, anything like gore, that kind of stuff. I
Okay.
just feel like nope.
Just okay, just like that. Okay.
Yeah, torture scenes. I don't do anything. I don't watch
Mm.
those.
So you definitely couldn't watch the movie that I'm actually writing right now.
Oh, probably not then.
But anyway, I would but I'll probably ask you to do the poster maybe.
Oh, that would be amazing.
I would love to see what you would do with that.
That would be amazing. I did a couple of play covers and a couple of
cool.
book covers now. So I love stuff like that.
That's awesome.
I love how he's so oblivious. He's just like, what are we doing?
Mm-hmm. It's like he doesn't care. It's like it's like he needs a minute to catch up.
Just like, do not leave me alone.
What is the deal? Why are they all leaving her? Like they just don't want to.
They're giving this guy a chance to have a conversation.
Oh,
he brought his little flower. Nope.
Oh, nope.
Just gonna lay it here on your plate.
Yeah, she ain't having it, son.
Yeah, after her mom said that the sister was not available.
Okay.
I've returned.
Yay!
Welcome back, Rachel.
Yes. Just in time to watch Collins being a dick.
One of the great rejections of cinematic history.
Shrewd timing.
That is an enormous ham on the table.
It's so big. There's so much. Like, I mean,
there's so much food.
Yeah.
There are 8 people at this table, to be fair.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of people there.
He is such a chubby little. He's such a chubby son of a bitch. Look at that. This is annoying me.
He's so
forceful, man.
Don't call her cousin, please.
I know.
I am perfectly serious. Of course, I'm perfect.
This is so mean.
Mm-hmm.
It's so cringeworthy, man.
Females. I hate when people use that word to like in that context. It's like
no. It's so disrespectful.
It makes me think of Quark.
Yes.
No, well. Quark is the only person that can get away with it.
I do love the implication that Mary is like, I'm obviously the one you should be going for.
Yeah.
But seriously, who would want to marry a guy who is such a stunad like that? Who would want to do that?
Give it a minute.
All right, I'll give it a minute.
He's like, do what now?
Also, the birds did that on their own while they were filming this shot. They were like setting up the shot, and they're like, move down faster so we can use that.
Moved up. Production value. No, but all they care about is the future of the family. They don't really care about her.
I will say, in their defense, if he dies, they literally have no money. They have no house. And they have no place to stay.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Like-
Yeah, the mom is trying to look out for her, like, in her own
The
way.
mom is ridiculous, but she's also correct. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
and it's important at the time. None of them can really earn a living.
Yeah.
Right, because at this time, women.
The only living any of them would be remotely qualified for would be to be a governess. And being a governess at this time kind of sucks.
Well, and they did kind of cover that when she was asked, your mother must have been a slave to your education, and she was like, no, not at all. So we
Yeah.
kind of think like their education maybe is not top notch.
Yeah, whereas like they've taught themselves that, like, but they probably don't have the skills to be a governess. And
Right.
being a governess genuinely did suck because you were neither part of the family nor were you part of the servants, so you were just incredibly lonely.
So what is like being what does that
A
entail? Being
nanny,
a government,
basically.
a nanny. Okay.
But you also are responsible for their education.
A tutor, like
Yeah.
a private
Okay.
tutor along with
Private
yeah,
tutor.
childcare.
Mm-hmm.
I do find part of this movie funny where they're going through the plot at breakneck speed. They're like, but let's like really show putting this tablecloth on for a while. Like,
No, I mean, no, I think they really cared about their transitions for some
yeah.
reason.
I did recently. I bought a poster of this movie on Etsy, like a fan made poster.
Cool.
Like what
I
scene
love-
was it from or what scenes?
It's I'm not staring at it right now. I'm pretty sure it's like that second proposal.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I love Etsy. I bought a Scream mug off Etsy that I use every day.
Nice. I bought a bunch of posters recently because Walgreens was having a sale, I think around Father's Day, where it was like 60% off all the poster printing out. So I
Cool.
like printed out a bunch of stuff.
Mm.
Um,
I finally found a company to print out some artwork that somebody did for me a while ago.
nice.
Yeah, they weren't ridiculously expensive, so they were pretty good. Every time I see Donald Sutherland, I'm like, that's Merrick from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love this scene. It's one of my favorite in the
This
whole
scene
movie.
is- I think it does a really good job of explaining why Charlotte's doing what she's doing to a modern audience.
Mm-hmm.
Whee!
Wee, dizzy. Ah! Oh, that's so.
So Charlotte is who would marry Mr. Collins.
There it is. It's not worth it.
Well, this makes sense then. If she's like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah, she's in a similar predicament of like she cannot earn a fortune. I think her family is maybe a little better off than the Bennets, but
mhm.
they still like it's more that her father has been knighted. That doesn't like give anything to her though.
Right.
This almost makes me dizzy. It's so much spinning.
So much.
Ugh. People need to take Dramamine, man.
Yeah.
Dude, me all the time. Think about getting in a boat. Gotta take some Dramamine.
Ah.
Yep. And we just jumped right into they're married and we're going to go visit them now.
Mm-hmm. There's a little bit of space between that and the book.
Yeah.
Mhm. Like how much space? Big space?
At least a month. Like,
Okay. But
there's
I
also
think
like Wickham gets engaged to another woman during that part of the book too. Like Wickham has stuff going on there.
okay. But I think you're right, Rachel. I think at a certain point in the movie they hit the accelerator
There's so
button.
much to get through. They're like, go, go, go. We have to keep going to get to the important parts.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I love how she's gotten wrapped up in the whole Lady Catherine drama too with her
Mhm.
husband now.
He's still an asshole.
Oh yes, he is an asshole. That is.
He
What
doesn't
did
really go through a lot of character growth.
No,
honestly.
I mean they cut out his worst scene. Just his worst scene in the book is not in this movie.
Dude, is that Wayne Manor from Batman Begins? It's like,
I don't know.
I don't know. It looked like it.
Was that movie filmed in English?
I think, yeah. I think it was
Maybe
filmed
then.
at most of it was filmed at Pinewood.
Judi Dench.
Oh look, it's M from 007.
It is.
Mhm. Oh, sorry, Dame Judi Dench.
Dame Judi Dench.
Hey, look who's here.
I love, and this is just a Jane Austen
Dude.
thing, but the people show up. The man shows up exactly when you really want him to every time.
Mm-hmm.
No, I was just about to say, where the hell did he come from?
This is his aunt,
Okay.
which they do like say earlier.
Okay, I probably missed it.
Yeah. That's why Collins went up to him and they looked really short. That's why he was talking to him, because he was like, "Hey, I work for your aunt."
Okay. Why can't he sit next to his wife?
That's just like rules of dinner. You're supposed to like vary when you're at a dinner party. You're supposed to like vary your company so that you're like
Oh,
talking to new people.
okay. His hair is so bad. I think he needs like a.
Well, in this time period, it'd probably be more accurate that he'd wear a wig, so I'm good with it.
Mm. Okay. Well, considering that, then his hair is not that bad.
Okay, I looked it up. It's not the same location.
Okay.
Okay.
They filmed one in New York. The Batman one is some place in New York. Stevenson Taylor Hall Webb Institute in Glen Cove, New York.
Oh, thank you for looking it up, Martin.
Just in case that was going to keep you up tonight.
I always appreciate having a researcher on the watch along, because both of you know that I don't pay attention to that. I can't research and watch this at the same time. So
I feel like I want to very clearly point out that they're saying Lydia Bennett is 15 years old.
Mhm.
What happened
wait,
to her later in this?
wait a minute. How old are they supposed to be?
So her youngest sister, she's 20, I think.
Okay.
I think Jane, 21 or 22. Lydia's 15, is what they just said. And then I don't know exactly how old Kitty or Mary is.
How old is Mr. Darcy?
Probably mid-20s, maybe 30, but he's slightly older than her, but that is of the norm of this time period.
Mm-hmm.
I can't judge it because
She
my
was
favorite Jane
supposed to
Austen,
be 28.
yeah, my favorite Jane Austen book is Emma, and there's a 16-year age gap in that relationship, so I can't judge.
Yeah, so this is only 8 years
Mhm.
difference between the two characters.
No, I mean, well, I won't talk about that, but I don't have any problem with people dating people that are older than them or
Yeah, I mean, Elizabeth, like she's clearly like an adult.
right.
Right.
There's definitely more problematic situations.
Yeah. In this time
literature.
period.
Yeah.
Would she not be in the housekeeper's way? Well,
Right.
I
I love the pause. You'll be in nobody's way.
Yeah.
Long pause in that part of the house. I love that she messes up in these places when he's dropping these lines. I feel like this is the first time she's not glaring at him.
But she seems to be very cutely like passive aggressive or something.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, Charlotte's looking like, what's going on over there?
She's like, I will be collecting details later.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Tell
I'm gonna
me
make
everything, Lizzie.
yeah, I'm gonna get the skinny later, man.
Mhm. Spill that tea.
Whoever's handwriting that was very nice penmanship.
Not mine.
Yeah.
I love this scene. It's so ridiculous.
He's like, she didn't glare at me one time. Now's my chance.
Mhm. I just
This is so weird. Is he gonna oh shit, he's gonna propose, isn't he?
He's actually attempting small talk.
yeah.
Oh no, that's what he's doing. Sorry.
Mhm. It's just being very, very awkward.
No. The way his voice dips away when he's saying no.
You've confounded him.
It's so bad for the people who had to like sit and listen to him.
Oh my god.
Which, to be fair, this was used in the book unironically, but they are playing off our new usage of the word.
Mhm.
But that word is used quite often in
Yeah.
the novel.
Oh, there's a passage in Emma where someone's supposed to be like confessing their love to someone in like an annoying manner, and it's described as made violent love to her. And you're like, oh no.
It's uncomfortable.
Ah, important plot information. So she just found out he messed up
Her sister's.
her sister's thing.
Yep.
That's not gonna go over well.
Nah. I love how like the focusing thing they do in this scene.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Most ardently.
It's not gonna be that easy.
That was a smart answer.
I do like his moments of like, oh shit, like if that's true. That's
Mhm.
But I think Kieran,
Elizabeth.
yes, thank you, Elizabeth is doing. Um, I think she's doing a magnificent job in this scene, handling all this.
Yeah. The thunder.
I love how like all of a sudden he's mad. Like
Hmm. But he still can't stop looking at her lips at the same time, even though he's angry.
his eyes are so blue here.
Right?
Like,
Oof.
The sexual tension. I just feel like that scene was really well directed.
yeah,
Mhm.
like the change of location for this scene. I think works really well for this movie.
Where was it supposed to be?
In just like in the in a room,
In
like
Oh, okay.
Like in
not
the
Well,
house, where they just had the
Yeah.
little small talk conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay. Well, this worked. That worked out way better because you had the rain
Yeah.
behind her. You had
I
all the
will
thunder
say
too.
the scene is longer in the book, so like, but I think they did a really good job of like getting everything you need, like all the really important parts of that conversation, because that is like one of
Right.
the most important scenes of the book. Because I debated like how the scene would have gone, because I don't know, my interpretation has always been that when he comes that he comes to her house then and chickens out
Yeah.
and leaves, and then I was like, but she doesn't know about Bingley and Jane yet at that point, so like how different it would have been if it probably would have been like a more polite thing, and then like, and not like them yelling at each other.
Yeah.
Like I
No,
don't
but
think
I
she would have
thought
agreed to marry him.
no, but I thought that was a great scene though.
Yeah.
I just
It's
I
such a
really
good
felt the
scene.
tension between the two of them. I wonder, have they ever like done a Pride and Prejudice in the present day? It's like,
Yeah, it's a very common story.
yeah, they
There's
probably
Elizabeth
done it.
Bennet Diaries, which is a vlog style format, and
Mhm.
actually that scene equivalent is the first time you actually see Darcy,
Oh, okay,
because she's like vlogging in her bedroom.
right.
I
And
would like to
Bridget
make an
Jones'
argument
Diary
that
is
the Star Wars sequel trilogy is a Pride and
No, you're
Prejudice
not.
remake.
No, you do not.
Yep.
Really?
it is a little like, especially this version, the vibes are there.
Mm-hmm.
And also, Bridget Jones' Diary is a modern Pride and Prejudice to the point where they even
Okay.
cast Colin Firth.
Yep.
Like,
That's right.
Oh, okay.
mm. Oh, and this letter is also important for knowing stuff about Darcy.
I always thought it was weird because it's like, was he really there or?
Unclear, I'll be
Yeah.
honest. I don't think he actually started reading her the letter. That would have been a weird move.
Yeah. It would
No,
not awkward at all.
Like,
totally not awkward at all.
he's talking about how he didn't actually deny him. He asked for money instead. He gave it to him, gambled it all away, and wanted more money. Again, I want to point out, and Wickham is Darcy's age.
Yeah, that one really is problematic.
Mhm.
Huh.
So Wickham is a creep.
Mhm. Without a doubt.
That
He basically also it's a 15-year-old he grew up with,
Yeah.
ugh.
like, and he's significantly older than her.
Lies.
No, you're not.
I think she wants it to be true.
Yeah.
She definitely wants
She's
it to
manifesting it to be true.
Yeah. She is speaking this into existence right now.
Yeah. No, actually, as a guy who lost 2 years of my life on a girl, I can tell you right
Mhm.
now that never works. That never works.
Oh, speaking of more Doctor Who actors, Harriet Jones, Prime Minister.
Yep.
Why are they being so
tired.
dramatic right now?
Because they're teenagers.
Yeah.
I would
Is
say
that what
Yeah, this is
that what
actually
we were,
accurate to teenage girls of any era.
Yeah.
yeah. But is that what we were like when we were teenagers?
Yes.
Dramatic?
Yes.
That's definitely how I was with my friends.
I would say
Okay.
Lydia's 15, Kitty has a 16 or 17. So Lydia's going with the like militia are leaving and Lydia's befriended one of the officers' wives, and so she's going as like her special companion, but they're like, Lydia always gets in trouble and is like 15. This seems like a bad idea. It's like Lizzie's.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She has an excellent point.
Also, it's your daughter. You should care more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a
he
little
seems
too laissez-faire here.
Yeah.
no, but he's a little bit too flippant also.
Mhm.
I mean, he does have 7 girls, so I would imagine that would be quite a headache to have 7 girls. I mean, good lord. I mean,
I think you could just say 7 children, honestly.
Mhm.
yeah, 7 children, 7 girls.
But they
Okay.
yeah, it's also because he's irresponsible and didn't save money of his own that's not tied into the estate. Because
Mm.
he's like, I'll have a son, and then didn't.
What does he do, by the way?
He's a gentleman. Like
Okay. He doesn't do anything then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. I don't know how to describe the fact he just doesn't work.
That's
I think
okay.
technically,
That's all right.
they probably like there's probably like farmland tied to the land.
I think you get an idea in Downton Abbey, like what people like him would have to do, like
Yeah, and,
managing
like,
certain things in
Right,
town.
right,
or-
right.
His estate's not nearly as big as Downton Abbey would be,
Yeah,
but
it would
there
give you
are
some
parts
sort of idea.
managing that kind, like an estate of any kind.
Right,
Also,
right,
the
right.
shot. I want to go here
So
so badly.
beautiful. Oh,
I want to go here and maybe not stand right there unless that's
Wow.
farther away from the edge that it looks, because that looks scary.
yeah, it's so pretty though.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is Keira Knightley though, because that is out there.
That is really out there. Now that you're saying that, I bet it's not. Like, well, like, so, in the other Pride and Prejudice, the lake scene, Colin Firth is never in that lake because it was so dirty they refused to let him get in it.
Oh, really?
Did he want to get in it?
I don't know. I don't think so. Like he gets
I don't
wet.
blame
Like they
them.
sprayed him down. Well, like think for insurance reasons, they like the
Mhm.
lead actor cannot get in this like.
Yeah.
It was probably disgusting. That's a
this
lovely
is
tree.
really cool.
Yeah. There is only one person who does anything he wants to do on a movie set, and that's Tom Cruise.
Yeah,
Yes.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
She's starting to struggle here. She's losing her reasons.
That is not a reason. That is not a reason. That's a bunch of cockamamie bullshit.
I want to say in the book they actually do have confirmation that Darcy's not like is not supposed to be at home right there. They're not just like he's probably not there.
Yeah.
In the book, they're like in a they're having lunch
guest
there.
house
The
or
person
something,
serving
right?
them knows someone. Also, I've been there, and this estate is gorgeous. It's so pretty.
Where is this?
God, I'm trying to remember exactly where in England. This is Chatsworth.
Okay. So pretty.
It's so pretty.
Wow.
I think it really is in the Peaks District of England.
I like the floor.
It's so pretty. I don't know. I don't think all of some of the scenes inside are filmed in Chatsworth, but I don't think all of them are.
No, because I mean, getting a film crew to
Yeah,
that
like
place would
this
be
is
kind of-
Chatsworth. This gallery is in Chatsworth, though,
yeah.
because I have seen that.
Amazing. Like this
Yeah.
sculpture, the way it looks like fabric.
It's so this
amazing.
sculpture gallery is really in Chatsworth, and it is. Oh my god, it's so pretty in person.
Yeah, but I would imagine getting a film crew in here and making sure that nobody broke anything would be difficult.
Can you imagine the insurance they had to carry?
Oh my
Mhm.
god.
Oh, so this is a National Trust property. So like the National Trust is there anytime they're filming.
Mm,
Okay.
mhm. Just
Although
with an
there is-
extra set of
The
eyes.
family still does live at Chatsworth. They just don't live in all of it. Because
Wow.
a lot
Oh,
of it
so-
is a museum now.
Oh, okay. So a family does live there. Okay.
Yeah, but there's like a part of it that's like I guess they have a normal family sized home portion that the family still lives in.
Okay. So I guess that's like royal people who live there.
But this one is not actually there, right? Like
No,
Mr.
well,
Darcy.
this is in the gift shop.
Is it really?
Yeah, this is in the gift shop.
That's fantastic.
And they sell a bust of it. They sell a mini bust of it now. They didn't when I went there, and they sell
What?
it on Etsy, but it's so expensive.
That's amazing.
How much is it?
Okay, I want to say it's the actual bust is like fairly reasonably priced at like I think it's around $100. It's like actual marble. Like it's like the problem is it's only sold in England, so the shipping's almost another $100.
Oh yeah, because it's heavy.
Yeah,
That's
That's funny.
$200. Shit.
I really want it though. I want this and like so this scene in the novel is done with it's a portrait of Mr. Darcy, and then they wanted to take advantage of the sculpture garden, so they changed it to that.
Mm.
But I want for like background of videos and that kind of stuff. I want like that bust, and then get like a copy of the Colin Firth like portrait and put them like next to each other.
She's like, it could have been mine.
Okay, yeah. The bust is $81.63 on Etsy before shipping.
Okay. And what about after shipping?
All right. If
If you go through the motions.
yeah. Get shipping costs. Let's see.
Yeah, you can
I wanna
see
point out-
her
Georgiana is like playing the song from the beginning of the movie because she feels like she's at home. Okay, the shipping is not as much as I not quite $100. But it is still $50.23,
Mm.
which is a lot.
Still, I feel like you need it.
I do.
How do we
need
make
it.
this happen?
Well, the problem is, even if I like went to Chatsworth, that would be so annoying to take back on an airplane.
It would. And you're like having to explain.
No,
when
you
you
no,
scan
but
your
no, but
bag.
actually, you wouldn't be able to. You would have to actually box it and put it in the, because you couldn't physically carry the damn thing.
Yeah. That's the shot they use in the trailer when they're trying to talk about him having a fiance.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, that's.
Oh,
what were they thinking?
Mm-hmm.
that's a bad shot.
It's a cute shot in the movie in context where he's, with his sister.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But
No,
still,
but I
she
don't.
feels kind of stalkery. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, but I don't. I don't like the. I mean, the shot doesn't bother me in itself, but I don't like that quick pushing that they just did.
Yeah, the quick
Mm.
scan. Yeah. I didn't like that either the first time I saw it. I didn't mind it in the church, but I didn't like it right there. That little nod. So sweet. The regret they both feel here.
Sorry.
They just have so much regret in
Yeah.
this scene, both of them.
Yeah, it's really written all over their
Mhm.
faces, especially his face.
Oh.
Aw, so sweet. They really left her and she had to walk back.
I noticed that did not happen in the book. They did not leave her there.
I mean, that's a long way.
That's a really long way.
They're awful.
They are.
Oh, that reminds me of a story that I'll tell you guys after we get off. It's funny. It's a funny story where my family left me somewhere.
Oh no.
No.
No, but it's really funny though.
Okay.
Simple.
I love that he didn't give up.
You know, it is kind of cool that he didn't really tell her who that woman was.
That's true.
Mhm.
And I feel like his sister really is maybe even a more pitiful character in the book.
This is true. Georgiana
Yeah.
actually doesn't have dialogue in the book. They just kind of like tell what she's doing.
I didn't
No,
realize.
but yeah. So she's like just window dressing, I guess.
Yeah. Although she's very
Unfortunate.
cute here.
Yeah. Aw.
She's gonna be part of the family if you say yes.
Now they're smiling. Oh,
Mm.
the way he's watching her. So sweet.
I love the interpretation of Georgiana as wingmanning.
Yep.
Mm. Everybody needs a good wingman now and then. Come on. Or no, or everybody needs a good wing woman every now and then.
There you go.
Also, I will point out the fact that all of Mr. Darcy's servants speak very well of him is very telling, because most people were jerks to their servants.
Yeah.
No, well, no, well, that also shows you that Mr. Darcy is a fair employer. He's not like
Yeah.
a tyrannical nightmare of a.
This scene made me
The-
laugh the first time,
The hell is that?
and I don't know if you're supposed to, and I always felt bad for laughing.
What the hell is that?
The way she just like walks through, starts crying, and then has to give it another go.
Yeah, but why?
I want to point out that Mr. Wickham
Oh,
has run away with another 15-year-old.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He's such a
Oh.
creep.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. Oh, I don't mean to laugh. I'm sorry.
I will say my one problem with this movie, it does not explain Wickham. Like everything going on with Wickham, that he is an important character.
Oh my god. I did not mean to laugh, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Nobody can cry like she can, man.
Yeah.
When she cries, she really makes you feel it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, also, like when when one sister gets in trouble, like it reflects, like
All of
everyone's
them
like,
are
oh, they're all
ruined.
bad. Like,
Yeah.
but again, because
Reputation's down the
everyone,
drain.
okay, here's my rant. Everyone hates on Lydia. Lydia's a literal child. I don't like. She's 15 years old. The
No, this
predator is
is
Wickham.
true.
Mm.
You're all ruined.
Mm.
That was a really annoying thing about these times. Like society was really like just the way that society was structured was a disaster.
Mm-hmm.
Like okay, it was patriarchal, and like I get, in a perfect world, wouldn't it be wonderful if every woman and child had a man looking out for them, right? Against like people who
Yeah.
would do them harm. Like I understand why they thought it was a good idea, but in reality, that never happened.
Yeah.
It just wasn't that, people don't always have their best, in mind, and then it falls apart. And what happens like to these girls when he doesn't have the house anymore, then they have
Mhm.
nothing. Like it just didn't work out the way I think they intended it to in practice, and it never does.
Yeah.
Right.
I want to point out that in the book and in like other versions, they have the scene. Collins returns at this point just to shove it in their face that they're ruined.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What a dick.
Yeah.
And I feel like we miss these numbers because I have no idea what those numbers mean in modern day money.
I have no idea. Like,
They could
I
they could say literally anything and I'd be like, "Whoa." Yeah.
oh
Right.
my.
What? A bowl of punch. Interesting.
Again, Lydia does not deserve to have to be married to this man.
No, she doesn't.
Like, she is.
How old is this girl again?
She's 15.
What?
Yeah, or she might be 16 at this point.
Okay, well that's.
And he is about 28.
Oh no, that's disgusting. I'm
Because
sorry.
he is the same age as Darcy. They grew up together.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's gross. Thank you very much. No, thank you.
Mm-hmm. And for the record, you're not supposed to be like, oh, yay for her either. Like,
No. Oh yay.
although
just feel bad.
the way some people react to Lydia, they're like, she deserves it. I was like, Lydia is a child. She does not deserve that.
Lydia's a kid. She doesn't know
Yeah.
what she wants. What a.
So the saying is, Darcy is the one that fixed everything and then told everyone not to tell Elizabeth so she wouldn't feel like beholden to him.
Oh, okay. Well, thank God I have Rachel on the watch along because I wouldn't know what the hell.
I will say this movie really goes through the plot sometimes. I was like, I feel like you need explanation for what's happening.
Yeah, well, I love the fact that you are like the Pride and Prejudice encyclopedia. I really appreciate you right now because if you weren't here, I wouldn't know what the hell's going on. Although, if we do watch the miniseries, I want to see how that's different to this. If we end up
Yeah,
watching,
they like end up like going more in depth with things. I guess that's probably the
right?
Who's picking next?
Starfleet Boy is picking next,
Okay.
and then I'm I put myself last since I put us all together. So
Okay.
Also, here's Wickham being a dick again.
I missed that.
Mm-hmm.
As many times as I've seen this, I don't think I ever noticed that.
I have listened to the commentary track on this, and I remember thinking, I was like, is that supposed to be saying that he's going to abuse her? And the director fully confirmed that's what he's like trying to say there. And I was like, Jesus Christ! Like,
oh, that is so awful.
I love the little embroidery on her her coat.
Your coat.
The little flowers are on the back. Okay.
Well, they're on her back and on the little lapel part.
Okay. I love that he walks him over there. He's like, okay, you're going in.
I know this is gonna sound so weird, but Matthew McFadden starts to like walk so well, like the coat flows perfectly.
She just like falls asleep with a plate on her.
You know, vibes.
The way she says that, Mr. Bingley.
Oh my, Mr. Bingley. Ridiculous. What? Mr. Pompous.
I love the dress that Elizabeth is wearing in this scene.
It's very simple.
Pretty.
Yeah. I know you can buy this dress. I have a friend who has. Like, people make it on like Etsy, and I have been tempted.
It's really pretty. Like, this is how we are.
Honestly,
This
most
is-
relatable scene. Panic.
Yeah.
cleaning in front of the
Right.
rollover.
Yeah.
Emergency cleaning.
That is totally not, you know. Oh my god, this is like too perfect.
I love them making eye contact and no one else knows. Like,
Foolish.
Oh. He's like, "What? How much can I read into that so soon?"
mhm. He's like, I have to go now.
Yep.
Yeah, he feels really uncomfortable.
Oh, and the Starfleet boys here.
Oh,
Oh.
thank you, Rachel. Should we let him in, or should we just let him stay in the basement? What do you guys think?
Oh, let him in.
Okay, so I would like to welcome Starfleet Boy to the stream. He's muted.
You are
Yeah.
muted.
We can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
I said,
There-
hello, Mr. Marcello. Hello, Miss Rachel. Hello, Miss Marcy. I've come all the way here just to be a part of this. Thank you.
Oh my god, I love your
Welcome.
outfit.
Thank you for being here. Rachel, you want
I've
to
come
give
from
a timestamp?
Pemberley.
Yeah, so my time
It
code
looks
I
so
have
good.
is 1:43:11.
143.11. Hold on, let me.
Yeah, although
I have to hold my coat closed because I don't fit it in anymore. So the buttons I can't button it. So I have to be like.
should I pause it now so you can catch up, or
No.
Okay.
I'll ask another timestamp. I'm gonna cue it up
Okay.
right now. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna mute my video, but I wanted to do this little get up for you guys.
No, it looks great.
I should have. I did not have the time or energy to do my old Regency stuff today.
Yeah.
I love that they practiced this.
I know, it's
so cute. The way she shuffles everyone out.
Here's
Everyone.
a fun fact: the actors playing Bingley and Jane are ex-boyfriend and ex-girlfriend.
Oh
At
wow.
this moment, like when they filmed it.
Yep.
Oh, wow, they did a really good job.
Although, to be fair, I'm pretty sure they are exes because he is not straight. So
Mm.
I believe he figured that out.
I see.
Oh, Mr. Bennet,
All right,
what's
so
happening?
I'll take a timestamp to get relatively close, and then I'll fine
Okay,
tune it.
1:45:08.
Okay, 1:45:08. Okay, I'm at 1:44. Let's do it. Come on. Come on.
That 1,000 times.
I love him
All right, what's your
popping up.
timestamp?
1:45:32.
Oh, cool. I'm at 31. 32.
Nice.
Oh, nice. She's
Oh,
laughing.
you're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love
that's
him
very
popping up in the
effective.
screen, right? Like that's so
That
funny.
tree is amazing. Look, it's
I
so
know.
huge.
I heard you saying,
That's
had you
awesome.
visited the estate that Pemberley was?
Yes.
oh,
When I was 16, we had a family friend lived in England, military brat. They were working at the school there. I think they still live in England.
Oh, cool.
And it was funny because they were like, "Oh, we went to this really cool estate. I think you'd like it. You should come. Look, we should go." And then I went there and I was like, "We're at Pemberley." Like,
Yeah, I heard you talking about the sculptures and
Yeah.
and that like yeah, it would be
I
too
really wanna
too
go back
expensive to
there.
ship.
yeah, I really want to go back there one day
If you do a GoFundMe, I'll contribute to your GoFundMe to get that
for the
bust.
Darcy statue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because they're only sold in England, so the shipping is like $50.
Yeah. It's insane. I shipped something to England and it costs like way more than the thing I was shipping, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah, it doesn't cost. The bus is about $80, and then shipping is about $50. There's someone, and I went to buy it. Someone made like a candle of the bus, and I don't know why it's not Etsy anymore.
It's weird that
I'm just
when
looking
you-
on eBay for you. Mr.
Thank you.
Darcy's sculpture.
I appreciate it.
Nobody has one on eBay. Everyone just like keeps them and loves them.
They're expensive. I think the only people
Yeah.
who buy them are the people who want them.
Yeah. Nobody's flipping them. Nobody's like, I'll get rid of it.
Honestly, there are so many American Jane Austen fans. I'm surprised Chatsworth hasn't made a deal with some American store.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
She has such beautiful hair. Rosamund Pike.
Yeah,
It's
she
so
does.
pretty.
I don't know
cool
how
to
many
see
times
that-
I've mentioned people's hair on this like stream already.
They have good hair.
No, it's
I
not.
don't-
No,
Me
I
too.
mean,
like.
it's. We've talked a lot
I
about
love
the
that you
fashion
guys-
on the stream.
Yeah. I love that you guys are trying to figure out how they get their hair to look like that, like sugar water and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Sugar water.
Well, I was trying to think, like,
That was a thing. I didn't make that up.
No, I know.
when I have to do any, like, when I'm filming TikToks, I don't bother with it, but I have to do hairspray to get my hair to stay, like,
Yeah.
I wonder if they use beeswax and stuff like that too.
oh, that would make
I
sense.
don't know.
I don't know how old pomade is. That's what.
Isn't it like something like that? A beeswax
Yeah.
concoction? Oh, I forgot that Tom Hollander. I'm looking at IMDb and Rupert Friend. Wow, they're both in this movie.
I think Rupert Friend is done. Wickham does not appear for the rest of this
Yeah,
movie.
I think you missed him for today.
Yeah.
I heard he was problematic though.
Oh, Wickham,
Yes,
Wickham
he
is,
was very
Wickham is the
problematic.
villain of the movie. Like, that's. I will say also, this scene does not happen in the middle of the night in the book. Like, this is very dramatic.
It does there's a very, very old black and white version, and it's in the middle of the night in that one, and I wonder if this is a nod to that.
Maybe is it the 40s one?
Yeah.
That it's been a long time since I watched this. That version is very odd because they also renege on Lady Catherine being a villain.
It's I don't even know if I've seen the whole thing. It
Yeah.
really irritated me, and I didn't make it through all of it.
It's very weird.
It is.
It's for some reason set in the Victorian era,
Yeah.
and so they have this scene where she's like, yeah.
Ooh, they're so great in the scene.
Yes. Judi Dench is so good. The fact that Judi Dench is actually only in 2 scenes in this movie and that she makes such an impact.
Mm-hmm.
They only have one dinner at Rosings in this version.
Yep.
And that shows you what a powerful actress she is.
Yeah, she's so good. But in that 40s version, after this scene, it turns out Lady Catherine was like, I was actually just testing you. And apparently that was because America was about to join World War II, and they didn't want to make the British person a villain. What I
that's
find
wild.
interesting is every character in that movie is British. So why does it matter if one of them is a villain if everyone else is not?
You know, that's one of the reasons I don't like the Basil Rathbone Sherlock Holmes, because it gets all weird and World War II-y at some point, and like, like it's like, no. 1800s.
Oh, and also because of the morality code of Hollywood of the time, Mr. Collins is not allowed to be a pastor. He's a librarian because they weren't allowed to make fun of the clergy.
Interesting.
Yeah, that version is fascinating.
I'm on the hunt for this Darcy bust, and it's only like available in 3 places, like Etsy, the actual Chatsworth shop, and then this marblesculptures.com. But it's like everything's in the UK.
Yeah, it's not available anywhere in the US.
Anywhere in the US, yeah. If I have family who come from UK to visit all the time. If I hear of someone, I'll get it to you via them.
Good Chatsworth with me. I appreciate that.
Or like we could ship it to their house and then they could fly it over or something.
That's actually a really good idea.
I did that when I visited a friend of mine that's Australian once, and she gave me a list of things to bring her so she wouldn't have to ship it. She's like, "You're coming anyways." I brought her like a couple bucks and stuff.
Yeah, I had to learn how to use the Australian version of Amazon to ship over some gifts to a friend that I have over there.
Shipping to Australia is so expensive.
You're telling me, man.
He knows.
I went through this. Yeah. I went through this whole ordeal of trying to get what I wanted for her to ship to me and then ship it to Australia, but I couldn't do that because it was hilariously expensive.
Hey, I don't think I have access to do this, but someone in the comments is like trolling.
I don't care. Leave me alone. I don't give a shit about that. I don't care.
No, they're asking
I think you have to
very
block
inappropriate
them.
things.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what do you want me to do? I mean,
you click on the little button. Yeah. Am I an admin on your? Oh,
I didn't.
Oh my god, I love this
because I don't like you.
Wow, you do like me, and
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I don't want to take away from this scene though, because this is beautiful.
Yeah,
look
this is
how
gorgeous.
pretty he looks coming across the.
I know, with the shirt and the jacket. Oh, he's finally not all buttoned up.
Hold on.
That's such a great shot of her face too.
Beautiful.
The whole aesthetic of this scene with the colors. Yeah, we met.
So you have to do something about this person. They're really awful. If you click the 3 buttons next to their name, you can block them. In the comments section, you have to click over to comments.
Yeah, I got him.
Thanks.
Thank you guys for letting me know, because I was not. I don't
Yay! And if you're still listening, you asshole, goodbye.
No, it doesn't. No, it's okay. It's all right. You know, I've been called every mean name in the book on YouTube, so I don't really care about that.
No, you
Look
would
at
never
her
be
beautiful eye makeup.
It's such a good no makeup look going on,
Yes.
because she has to have some makeup on.
Yeah, but it's
So
just
wait a
gorgeous.
minute. So wait a minute. Are you telling me that Keira Knightley doesn't have any makeup on in this scene?
No, I call it a no makeup look. It's just like she is wearing
Very
makeup,
light?
but it's like very natural.
Okay.
Like I'm sure she is, because lighting and
She definitely has eyeliner on.
yeah, and I'm sure she has a little a nude lipstick on and maybe a little blush. but it's done really well.
This feels like it's actually filmed at sunrise too. It's like gorgeous.
Yeah, it was. The scene was.
Nice.
Like it's
so pretty.
Hi, Brandon.
Okay, it's someone you know. I was like ready.
Yeah.
I was like,
And I was like, no, that's what I was like. No, I know a sense of humor. We're good. Like, no, that's Brandon. He's on Masks and Mayhem, like the podcast with me.
All right, on.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome
That's why
to Pride and
that's why I
Prejudice
need
stream.
somebody to monitor the comments because
Yeah.
I can't.
Marcelo, just make us all admins so we can do it for you. You can do it later. You don't do it now.
Yeah, or I can just choose one of you.
We're almost done with the movie, Brandon. That's what we're at 1:56:31 in Pride and Prejudice. So we're very close to the end of the movie. In fact, I assume we were all watching the American version of the movie, so we're gonna have the scene after this. But this is basically where the movie ends in England.
Oh, really?
Really?
Oh.
Okay.
There's a really cute scene at the end. I think it's cute. Apparently, the English audiences thought it was too much and they cut it. My most American take is give me the cute scene of them together.
What?
I don't.
Yeah. Well, it's not in the book, but I don't care.
I don't like. It's also implied in the book. Like, there's nothing that contradicts it in the book.
No, it's just extra. It's just cute.
Like, this scene is also great.
I'm uncultured swine.
I mean, you teach me a lot about wrestling, Brandon.
Ah, that coat.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a great like hero cape coat.
Yeah.
I guess that would be.
He's like pacing. Like.
I guess that would be a great coat.
They're just looking right out the window, like he can clearly see them.
I love Donald Sutherland.
You also teach me a lot about music, Brandon, and that is true. Oh, no point out. They do the same covering their mouth thing when they're laughing, and I find that really cute.
I think they mirror each other.
Mm-hmm.
Aw.
I mean, Brendan, you're making pride jokes, but a modern version of Pride and Prejudice that is like with gay men called Fire Island came out. This Pride
that's
month.
right.
I saw that movie was really cute. Like, I really liked that movie.
There's also the Bollywood film Bride and Prejudice, which
Yes, I love. I have one complaint about Bride and Prejudice, and that is that the soundtrack is not on Spotify, and it makes me mad every day.
See, that's why you have to find the soundtrack online and you have to import it into Spotify yourself.
This scene is really cute. And I don't care what the British audiences say. I want them to have their sweet moment together.
No, this is a great moment.
Oh. Do Do you think this is an homage to A Room with a View?
Oh,
Because you know how it ends that way, right?
yeah. I also love that everyone's like, it's not in the book. I was like, they get married in the book. It's not that weird to have a scene after they're married.
Yeah.
And also, it's cute, and I want them to have a cute kissing moment.
Yeah.
Well, I just got goosebumps.
Really cute.
So
It
sweet.
is.
I once was watching a stream where we were watching this movie, and the stream they showed us didn't have the scene. I was so mad. I wound it on YouTube right after.
I think it does have Room with a View vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Na, na, na.
Also,
I'm
if
so
you
glad
don't
I
have
made
that
it.
scene, they literally never kiss.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
And I
Good
did
job,
not
Joe
watch.
Wright.
I did not watch an entire movie of them staring at each other for them not to kiss once.
Staring crossly at each other
Yeah.
at that.
Oh, I love this soundtrack so much.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Jean-Yves Thibaudet.
Yeah.
Oh, we made it. Lovely.
I think this happens every time we stream something. We come back and I fold my hair back into a ponytail.
But thank you guys for joining me this evening for a wonderful evening of culture, dancing, and high society. It was a lot of fun.
Mhm.
Thank you to anybody who watched. To anybody nice who commented. It'll be interesting to see how this stream does later on, because I have my Star Trek review coming up tomorrow, so I'll probably post this after that. You know, I'll probably put this as the main video on my channel like on Sunday. So
This video, doesn't it stay on? It's live, right?
yes, it is, but my I don't get too many live viewers when I actually do live videos. My videos grow after the fact. so,
Afterwards. Yes.
yeah. So yeah. But Starfleet Boy, thank you for stopping by. Rachel, thank you for being the Pride and Prejudice encyclopedia. I could not watch this movie without you because
I'm helpful.
I would be totally lost.
It was delightful to hear you guys whenever I could peek in.
Yeah.
Aw.
And Marcy, thank you also for being here. Quick before we say goodbye, let's start with Rachel first. Do you have anything that you want to promote at all?
Yeah, I'm on the podcast Masks and Mayhem, and I'm pretty sure the only person that's commenting right now is also on the podcast with me. We play the superhero RPG Moons and Masterminds, and I also next week is Virtual JaneCon, which seems apt to promote while watching this, which is Virtual Jane Austen conference, and I will be talking about pop music and Jane Austen adaptations, and I actually will be talking about Pride and Prejudice in front of that.
Nice.
Awesome. Starfleet Boy, do you have anything that you have to promote?
Yes. Tomorrow we're doing our TOS discussion on Starfleet Boy. It's going to be the Savage Curtain, which is the one with Abraham Lincoln. so if you guys want to see that episode being discussed, check that out at 3 p.m. Eastern on Starfleet Boy. And then on Sunday, Marcella will be joining me for a discussion. I think you're still joining me for a discussion of the season finale of Strange New Worlds. So I'm excited about that. And y'all are welcome too, of course.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here, and you are vanished to the basement. I love doing this. And yeah, Rachel, thank you so much for being here, but you are vanished to the basement. Oh, this is so much fun. All right. God, I swear to God, they're never gonna want to be on another live stream with me again. uh, last but not least, Marcy, if the good folks want to chat with you, do you have anything that you want to promote?
Yep, I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Marcy London Art. Had to think about that for a second. And I draw fan art from time to time, and right now my direction is Korean dramas. So if you're into Korean dramas at all, I chat about that, and that is where my fan art inspiration is coming from right now.
Awesome. And she's also part of a wonderful Star Trek podcast with Rachel, who's in the basement right now, called
Yep.
where's that? I forgot.
Discotheque podcast. We are
Thank
on
you.
hiatus right now as I'm in my deep Korean drama obsession and sort of taking a hiatus from Star Trek. So we're taking a break, but we'll get back together at some point.
All right. Well, that podcast is wonderful. So anytime that you guys post any episodes about anything, I really, really love your show, and you have some great guests, and it's just a wonderful podcast. So if you haven't checked it out, it's highly recommended by this fool. But thank you so much for
Thank
being here.
you.
I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
All right. All right, guys. So thank you to anybody who sat through Pride and Prejudice with us. I hope you all had fun, and thank you so much for being here, guys. And as I often say, I'll see you when I see you.
So much happened here, and so much is about to.